Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis, and this is Kaon Reviews. Now, as you saw in the intro, today's review video is going to focus on Transformers Legacy Evolution Shrapnel. And now, this is the second figure of the Insecticon set. Now, for anyone that has seen my previous review of Kickback, this one, as you probably already have known, I've already pre-ordered directly from Hasbro Pulse. And holy cow, I am very impressed just by what I'm seeing in the box itself. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn on this ring light here so you'll have a much more brighter look. And there he is. You see that awesome paint application of the face sculpt. A lot of black, some purple in the shoulders, the yellowish clear transparent chest, the gray antennae, whatever. But very, very nice. Now, as you can tell from the box art here, you have his that great artwork in insect mode. Over here you have, I'm going to try and lift this up just a bit so you have a little bit more right there. All right, so right there you have the Shrapnel's close-up head. You also have his full body shot right there. On the opposite end, you have the other half of the artwork, which shows the Leo Convoy, Armada, Optimus Prime, a couple of the Stunticons, the Dinobots there. I think that's Scrap Hook there. And I want to say that is, oh God, I forgot his damn name. I know he's from Transformers Animated. And of course, you do see the, plastic-free packaging except for tape and glue. And then on this side, you do see, and I'm going to go ahead and turn off the ring light. And you see the product shots on there. You have that Evo Fusion, where you can take his bug legs and put them as part of his actual weapon. And when in robot mode, you do see him in the in robot mode, and you do see one of his legs going bang bang. So very nice. So we're gonna go ahead and take one more final look at this baby here. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get him opened up. All right, folks, there he is out of his box and ready to do battle. And wow, I have to say I am very, very impressed with the way this figure looks. Very reminiscent of his G1 predecessor. A lot of good painted areas here. His head sculpt, his face, his visor. You can tell they're all painted. You do see his main body here, all painted in black. You got this yellow chest here. It looks like they painted the center and they put this clear plastic overlay on that. That looks so damn awesome. In addition, you do see some breakups of the purple with the black biceps here, his black fists, his silver or gray, thighs, the black calves. His feet have purple as well as yellow. His gun looks like it was originally molded in purple and painted over with silver. Very, very nice. Got some good paint applications that you'll pretty much notice in bug mode. And of course his other legs on the back. So, man, very, very nice. And as you can tell, as the light hits it, you see a lot of good molded detail on there. A lot of good details that you see on there. And again, you know, I think these would come out a lot better, especially if a customizer were to go ahead and do some panel lining on there. But I'm not much of a customizer for anyone that's seen my past videos. But nonetheless, it's a good figure. I like it. Though I do have to tell you, I don't know if it's for all the copies, but on mine, this head was extremely stiff. It still is, for that matter. So getting this head to move, oh God, that is scary stiff. I guess once you get the initial turn, you know, you can, you know, it'll be okay. But man, some of these joints are stiff as hell. So, seeing as how we inadvertently started with articulation, let's go ahead and continue. As you saw, the head can turn right and left, albeit a little difficult. Oh, for God's sake, turn, damn it. Okay, never mind. The arms can go up. Again, this figure is stiff. It can raise up like so. It's got a bicep rotation. It can bend over 90 degrees. There is no wrist rotation, but it does fold in for transformation. You do have a very stiff waist swivel. You can kick up about 90 degrees, kick back around 90. It does have upper thigh rotation. Can bend at over 90 degrees, so when you have him kicking back, he can kick his own back. And he does have, you can, you know, fold the toes out, but again, this is more like for transformation. And he does have an insane ankle pivot, like so. So, wow. Very, very nice. Again, he is, at least my copy, he is very, very stiff. So anyone that gets this figure, I do want you to be careful. Try not to manhandle it too much. Last thing you want is to wind up breaking this, and I'm being as careful as I can. So, give me a moment. I'm going to try and get this head to face forward, and then we'll start off with transformation. And here is Shrapnel ready to transform into his insect mode. And it's not too bad. I got a chance to transform him a couple of times. And as an old friend of mine, Buddy from Buddy's Toys and Collectibles, it is a great accomplishment when you can transform him without going to the instructions. So I was about halfway there. I know I'm diverging, but I'll make this quick. I was about halfway through the transformation when it's like, how the hell do you do the legs now? So I did have to go back to the instructions. Sorry, buddy. But let's go ahead and proceed forward. So let's go ahead and get him out of his pose. We're going to go ahead and move his weapon. And one of the things we're going to do is we're going to fold in the hands inside that cavity. I'm going to do the same on the opposite end. I'm going to straighten out the arms. And at this point, I may be going just a little bit ahead of schedule, but we're going to go ahead and twist the waist 180. Make sure that the feet are there. And we're going to snap in. There we go. We're going to snap in the legs like so, because they snap in And I'm going to zoom out just for those that did not see it the first time. So once the waist is turned 180, there are pegs right here and here, and right above those pegs and below it are ports. So you're just going to snap that in. But everyone is different. They can transform it, however, as long as you got the basic. So another thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cover up the face. Now, for anyone that had this particular figure in the OG1 style, this and this was all one piece. Now there's two separate pieces, so you just fold that in like so. It covers up the face. You take the antenna, and there you go. You have it like so. Now, at this point, and I should have gone ahead and done this before. So before you go ahead and snap the legs together, you're just going to go ahead and take the legs. Let's see. There we go. It's over here. So on the front of his shin, just open that up. And now you're going to go ahead and push the feet down like so. We're going to go ahead and fold the legs like so. So that way this portion will go on the opposite end of this panel here. Now once that's there, just going to go ahead and just put that there. Now do the same on the opposite end, since all this is on a type of rocker hinge. And dot. So now, what we're going to do next, I'm going to show this to you here up close. So there are tabs here and here on both arms. There are slots here and up here. You're going to put those hands like so. And you're going to do that on the opposite end. So for those that didn't see it the first time, like that. Now, and then of course the last piece, the front legs. And there you go. Oh, so in the instructions, the weapon can be placed on top like so. But I did find a place to where you can put this in, and that's underneath. Kind of hides the weapon there. And there you go. So I'm just going to go ahead and just double check something in the instructions. Yeah, they only show it. I'm going to show this to you here. So they only show to the placement of his primary weapon right there, where I had shown you before. But again, this kind of gives it a little ways of just hiding it. Also, you can pretty much put it like this underneath. So it does give it a bit of a hiding place. So give me a moment here. I'm going to go ahead and show this at a different angle. Alright, so there he is at a different angle, and I do like to say this is a very good bug mode. I really like this. You know, like I said, very reminiscent of his G1. There is a lot of black, so there may be a Toy Hacks set for both Kickback as well as Shrapnel. Though don't quote me on it yet. I haven't really seen anything or gotten notification from Toy Hacks concerning any upgrade labels on this. But nonetheless, I'm really liking the way this all was put together. Very, very nice. And like I said, depending on the angle, you know, you really can't notice the weapon underneath him. So very nice. So we're gonna go ahead and do a comparison. I'm gonna bring out Kickback. We're gonna do a comparison in both robot as well as bug mode. So here we have Shrapnel and Kickback almost side by side, and you can tell they pretty much scale pretty well, you know, with the exception of their added, you know, the wings as well as the antennae. Very, very well executed so far in terms of the Insecticons. Executed engineering. I really love it. So far, the only complaint that I've had, and I know I mentioned it with the head, with the entire body in general, it is pretty stiff on my copy. Maybe different on yours. But I've also had the usual complaint about the waffling of the weapon. Not much in this kind. It's pretty much almost, you know, it's hardly noticeable really in this case. So that's probably why I never even bothered with it. But other than that, you know, that's what we have. And I'm honestly really looking forward to seeing Bombshell, you know, to complete this particular set. All right, folks, there they are, both Shrapnel and Kickback in their bug modes, and I have to say I'm very impressed. Um, the engineering was really impressive the way they had done it. They did their best to go ahead and upgrade the transformation process, you know, in terms of their G1 mode to this iteration of their modes. A lot better than what we got, I think, with Generations. Not too bad, but still could have had a little bit more, you know, in terms of the look and transformation. Very, very reminiscent of G1, but also upgrading their design as well as their transformation process. So very nice. Again, I'm very impressed. So there they are in bug mode. I'm going to go ahead and get Shrapnel out of here, like I said I was going to do in my previous comparison. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and give you my final thoughts on Shrapnel as well as my score. All right, folks, thank you for waiting. I appreciate your patience. Now, my thoughts on this figure. As you probably have heard me throughout the whole presentation of this review, I'm very impressed. I like the engineering, the design, the paint applications. It was all good. The only drawback I have, only thing I have to say concerning this figure is the tightness. This thing is scary tight. Oh man, you've all seen it. You saw me handle this figure. This thing is scary tight. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I like some stiffness in the joints and stuff like that, but this was wow. And especially around the head, I will once I got it to where it was, because it was kind of like facing just a little bit off to the left. Once I got it straightened out to where it's facing forward, I am not going to move that head. Because you for anyone that's seen, whenever I'm posing my figures, I have them looking off to the side and stuff like that. I could barely get the head to move. So yeah, but all in all, this is a great figure, and as I stated before, I cannot wait till we get Bombshell, and this will complete the Evolutions line of the Insecticons. So on a scale of 1 through 10, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 9. And it's mostly because of the tight joints. I mean, again, I don't mind stiffness, but again, this was scary tight. It might be just my copy. So, I mean, but again, I have to say, if you handle this, if you get this figure, please be careful. If you notice some tightness here and there, be careful, okay? All right. So that being said, I want to hear from you all. Have you been able to get this figure? Now, I got lucky and I was able to pre-order this on Hasbro Pulse. So whether or not it's still available, I don't know. If it is, I will put a link on it in the description below. But let me ask you, if you were able to get him, do you like him? Do you hate him? Leave me your comment in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Click onto the bell icon so you can be notified when I post up new videos. Once again, I'd like to thank each and every one of you who has subscribed, who has liked my videos, who has even commented on occasion. I like the interaction. Please continue that. I'd like to know what you think of not just of the content I'm producing, but of the figures themselves. And also, leave a remark or comment if you want to see a particular figure. I'll do my best to try and get it. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.